For centuries, science operated under a fairly bleak assumption. The universe is a vast mechanical container, a cold, deterministic clockwork grinding away in the dark, entirely indifferent to what happens inside it. This historical model assumes that biological life exists as an accident, a collection of isolated agents temporarily trapped inside a massive, passive box. Modern quantum mechanics dismantle that container. Foundational theorems prove that the physical universe does not actually possess preformed, definite properties, sitting in the dark waiting to be discovered. Before an observation occurs, physical reality is suspended as a diffuse field of mathematical probabilities. It only collapses into a distinct point when it interacts with a physical boundary. Without a specific boundary to force that interaction, tangible reality remains unresolved. This leaves a glaring cosmological problem. If the universe requires a structural boundary to physically exist, what exactly is acting as that boundary out in the vacuum of space? The answer lies in a broader definition of biology. The 3.8 billion-year history of life represents a single ancient macro entity. In systems theory, living things are defined by a process called autopoiesis. This is the mechanism where a system continuously generates and maintains its own physical boundary to separate its internal order from external chaos. No individual organism creates its membrane out of thin air. Every living cell on this planet is a direct physical extension of a parent cell. Trace that chain of division back 3.8 billion years, and life is a single, unbroken membrane continuously multiplying and stretching across time. From the last universal common ancestor to modern global ecosystems, terrestrial life is one continuous chemical wave. It has never once broken its operational closure. Humans, animals, and plants are transient structural nodes within this massive metabolic network, specific points where the larger process concentrates its activity. The biosphere establishes a singular global operational closure, functioning as an integrated macroorganism. This diagram illustrates a Markov blanket, a statistical boundary isolating a system's internal core from external noise. Mapped onto Earth, the unified biosphere acts as a planetary-scale Markov blanket, utilizing active and sensory mechanisms to regulate planetary conditions, minimizing global chaos to maintain stability. We can use integrated information theory to evaluate whether this blanket functions as a unified whole or just a collection of separate parts. From the movement of oceanic heat to the recycling of carbon, terrestrial cycles are so interdependent their behavior cannot be predicted by observing individual species. In integrated information theory, this high-density feedback creates a single planetary-scale maximum of information. Biologically and mathematically, the Earth operates as a single, highly integrated perceptual system. It is one continuous observation matrix. This brings us back to the quantum problem of unformed potential. Physicist Wojciech Zorek addressed this through Quantum Darwinism. This diagram illustrates Einzeleinsen, an interacting environment forcing chaotic quantum potential to snap into discrete physical states. Earth's biosphere is this environment, the universe's localized Einselection engine. It performs the continuous thermodynamic work necessary to compress that cosmic information. The universe operates in a non-ergodic phase space, meaning its available combinations expand faster than time moves forward. Every actualized state shifts the baseline conditions for all future events, generating specific, non-repeatable coordinates in reality. Life is the physical transducer required to convert infinite, formless potential into concrete, localized physical coordinates. The classical model of the cosmos imagined a dead box holding finite, isolated observers. But the physical and biological mathematics point to an inverted topology. The relationship between the quantum background and the observer is one of absolute codependency. Without the infinite quantum background, life has no thermodynamic potential to organize. But without life, the universe remains an unperceived, undefined blur of probability. The biosphere acts as a central nexus, refracting an infinite expanse of cosmic potential into sharp, solid reality. Life is the singular structural focal lens through which an infinite, non-repeating universe achieves a localized, self-organizing reality.